Just thought this song was relevant. So, this poison nihilistic culture that our kids are drowning in. He's got a new friend. His new friend's name is Jesus. And it's cute, right? Yeah. It's silly. It's silly to have a friend named Jesus.
1055.
Anyway.
Colorado Sound.
So I get on my little soapbox again, as is often the case. Here, let me just take this little stool right here. Right. There we go. Now I feel better. I feel like my audience is going to listen to me this time. So, nihilism, belief in nothing, is poison to your brain. Some of you might not realize this because it's like the air that we breathe, right? If we're a fish in water, nihilism is like the water we swim around in. It's all we know. If you were born just a few hundred years ago, even just 100 years ago, if you stepped into today's modern culture and looked at what passes for art, wow. You'd probably be freaking right now. That's how culture works. That's how culture is manipulated. So, if people realized how much of an influence our belief systems are on our motivation levels, what choices we make in life, even our commitments and our honesty, whether we can be trusted, whether we're true to our word, whether we stay in a relationship with somebody, committed relationship, if we say I do, how long is that going to last, right? Today's age. It all affects our hardcore belief systems down at the very heart of what we believe. Our origin myths, right? Our origin stories. Why do we wake up in the morning? Why do we go to work? Why do we do anything? Why do we keep living? Why don't we just kill ourselves, right? If you believe in nothing, any one of those choices is perfectly reasonable, right? You wonder why suicide rates are so high in the youth today. Maybe because they don't have anything to believe in. They don't have any reason to exist. They have nothing to live for. They have no higher purpose. And all they see from mainstream culture, which is intentional, by the way, because if you have a people in a society who don't have any backbones, right? They don't have any strong convictions. They're really easy to manipulate this way or that way, based on whatever usually based on fear. Like when it comes down to it, the core motivators are like, sex, love, whatever, fear of death, fear of dying, pain, right? We're kind of experiencing some of that pain stuff right now, I think. That was a huge what's that stuff that falls from the sky during a forest fire? Piece of ash. It's like this big. This is what the mountains look like right now. In case you're curious, I know you are. Really hazy right now. Super low visibility. It's getting worse. Let me get back up on my pulpit. Okay. up in the pulpit like a preacher. Not quite. But you will hear me now and then state my beliefs, because I think our core values are important, right? If we want to change anything in the world, like be the change, right? Like make a stand, find a cause. You have to get down to the core of what you believe. This is really annoying. Meanwhile, right, back with your host of the Nightwatch Podcast. Getting all buggy out here. So just think about why you believe that you're here. What's your purpose? And what are you teaching? And what are you telling your kids, if you have kids? If you're like me, you're lucky enough not to have kids. But, as an uncle, I can just sit back and shove advice down their throats. They're my little nieces and nephews. That's the responsible way, right? Gotta limit the Earth's population, right? I'm just following Bill Gates' advice. No, not really, but and if we are to believe that we are created by a thoughtful, loving creator, and he designed us meticulously to, deal with little things like viruses. We have these things called immune systems, right? They've kept us alive for thousands of years. I'll just say that. Stay safe with the Christians out there who believe in a young Earth. But to everybody out there, keep questioning. If you're not 100% sure what you believe, what your purpose is, my suggestion as a Christian would be to open your Bible. But, everybody's walk is individual, and that's where I believe God meets us as individuals, where we're at. And start taking life more seriously, because if we think everything's a joke, man, it's a cruel joke, isn't it? There's a lot of pain and suffering in this world. There's a lot of injustice, and if we don't have that core belief system, that moral backbone, some kind of moral standards that we hold ourselves and others accountable for, we'll never hold our leaders in office accountable for the crimes and corruption that they commit on a daily basis. So, just getting deep again, you know how I am. Stepping in the deep stuff. Thanks everybody for watching. Appreciate the support. Your friend in liberty, Nightwatch N8. Signing out.